Hey everybody, welcome to the Sims Gaming Nation. If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the Sims Gaming Nation family, feel free to subscribe. And if you're already a Sims Gaming Nation family member, I'm so glad you came.
My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. You cast a spell on me. You hit me like the sky fell on me, and I decided you look well on me, Stay with me, I can make you glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came.
Okay, let's get right to the build. I have this gorgeous build for you. I don't even know what to call it, but here we go. Now, I did have a bit of a camera malfunction trying to record the beginning parts of this build, so I'm just going to show you the overlays, what I have so far. It is a beautiful building with a pool directly in the middle. The house, surprisingly, is really small. The front part of the building is mostly just an entranceway, and the other half of the building is a living area, which is a little odd, and I got this idea from another YouTuber who did this before me, and I will link her name and the link to her video in the description box below. So let's get into it. Right now I am trying to decide a color. It's going to change not much from here after I decided that I wanted the top to be a wooden color and the bottom to have this stone kind of look to it. Now, it has a walkway over the pool, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. So I added a lot of windows to highlight that area. There are also two balconies, one to the main office and one to the master bedroom. This house, as big as it is, only has one bedroom. Living room, kitchen is downstairs, one bathroom upstairs. It's a little bit of a different build, but I love the look of it on its own. Now I'm picking wallpaper for the office. I knew I wanted it to be a wood color, but I wasn't sure which type of wood I wanted it to be. So I settled with that, and I made the wood flooring flow through the office. This is the kitchen and living area, kitchen, dining, and living area, which is big enough for both, surprisingly. I went with the red color for the kitchen because I've never done it before. So the kitchen is red, white, and black. And honestly, it is absolutely gorgeous. Me trying to figure out how I wanted to lay out the counters was a bit difficult for me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to have just two big counters, one big counter. I didn't know what I wanted. I ended up putting a bit of a booth there so your sim can sit there and eat as well and look out the window, which is gorgeous in my view. I went with a simple chair because the red chairs weren't doing it for me. And I was like, I need a red table, and I didn't like any of the tables that were red. So I went with a simple white, and I walled off the stair area. Putting a microwave in there, also red and white to go with the color scheme. I hid a fire alarm right above the microwave. I was going to put some, little accents on the counter, but I didn't want to take up all your counter space. I went with red and white chairs, and the walls are also red and white, which I thought flowed beautifully. Now me picking out a sofa, I went for this new sofa that I got from the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, which I actually love because it fits perfectly in the corner. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I like making the living room on a corner a bit. And I went with this soft purple for the living room. Finding a table that I liked that was purple didn't happen. I realized I didn't want that side table there, so I moved it to the other side of the living room. Now I had a choice of TVs. I had the one where I leave it on the coffee table or the one on the wall. It took me a minute to decide, so I kept staring at it, and then I decided the coffee table was better, so I have room on the wall to hang up, some pictures and stuff. I went with the purple lighting. It took me a minute to decide that one too, so I looked and I was like, purple's better. Well, actually, a friend of mine told me purple was better. Thanks for the advice. I went with this soft pink lamp, which gave it a nice touch. And for the floor, I went with all white marble, which I thought pulled everything together perfectly. Now back to the office. Simple desk, simple office chair, and I love this bookshelf. It just, it's just beautiful, honestly. I love the way it looks, and it catches the eye. At least it caught mine. Let me know if it catches yours. Finding curtains were difficult, and not every room has curtains. I think the only other room that has curtains is the bedroom because I wanted to give you a little privacy. And I decided to put a nice little chair there, and I made it a little lighter than the rest of the office just because I couldn't find a color, and I didn't want to go with brown because the entire office is brown. Now onto the bedroom. I put the bed obviously in that big corner over there, so when you come into the room, you're not going to see the bed right away. You're going to see the mirror and the armoire. And finding curtains for this place was hectic, and I had to make it bigger just to get the curtains to fit. So that gave me a bit of a headache. I went with a simple nightstand, and finding a picture or painting to hang just to give it a little bit of an accent was not that easy either. I was thinking about adding some greenery, but I only added the one plant because I realized how I was going to be decorating the balcony outside, and I said there's no need for it. Onto the bathroom. The bathroom is white and black. I love, love, love this bathroom, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, I sectioned off the shower area with a wall, so I had enough room to put another counter. So it's a double synced counter, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love these lamps. They gave a nice little light over the top, and the small little black lamps, they're really gorgeous, and you're not going to really notice them, so they don't stand out much, but they give you enough light so you can see. I like it. Now adding a little accents. The window I put there, I love it because it's not looking out to anything and nobody can see you in the bathroom, so I thought it was a nice touch. Now onto the balcony. I love the balconies. I covered the balconies in greenery. The balconies are now mini gardens, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous because I always have a tendency to add a little greenery onto the balcony, but I decided to make the entire balcony itself a garden in its own. I added an easel so you can paint looking out towards the rest of the world, and the bigger garden is gorgeous, but I also have a little problems with it, and you'll see as I go along. I love the cherry blossom tree, I really do. So finding what I wanted to add and adding it, there you go. Oh, I hate it. Like, it's gorgeous, the little fountain, but because I had to scale it down, the water effects don't scale down with it. So as the game plays, and I will show you when I go into camera mode to let you see the house overview, it doesn't scale down. It's just a big splash of water, so it doesn't look right. Now the lighting. Oh my god, this place is so gorgeously lit. I had to do a little bit more work to the balcony because I wanted the balcony to wrap around the steps. So I had to go on with that. Back onto the lights. I lit up the backyard and the side of the house where the entrance is at so beautifully. Like, once you see how I did the pathway to the light, you'll get it. To the rest of the house, you'll see how it works. Now I added some rocks just to cover up the side of the pool, just to make it seem like the pool was built into the rocks. But after a while of scaling and non-scaling, I realized that the rocks were going inside the pool, and I did not like that effect, so I didn't continue it all the way around. But I did do the entire backside of the pool that way. It looks nice, but once you see the other side of the pool, I'm like, if the pool was taller, maybe, but not as small as it is. I added some greenery to, add a little detail to it. It looks nice, but the shrubs on the side I like very much. Now we're adding some trees. This place has a lot of greenery. It really does. I wanted to add a whole bunch more, but I didn't want to swallow the yard in it. Because, as you can tell, the house itself is on a bay. So I wanted some greenery, but not too much, because I wanted you to see the beautiful bay in the back. Adding a little grass around the end of each tree. I did end up missing one, I believe, and adding it later. Getting a new mailbox, which I do not like the cats and dogs mailbox. I really don't. Here's a pathway. I love it. Also, I believe I got this idea from the same streamer that gave me the idea for the house. I did make a mistake, if you can see. One of the things are 2 tiles big. And I realized that, and I was like, okay, I gotta fix this. So I ended up fixing it, and it ended up flowing really nicely. Now for the balcony, which is really simple. I added a little grill area, so for parties and table, it was fine. Now you're going to see the problem with the pool. Do you see the rocks? I couldn't even place lights there because I was like, what was the point? I had to change the stairs because it didn't flow with the stairs in the back, but they didn't match exactly anyway. But moving around some trees because they kind of went into the house a bit, and then I realized that they're still kind of in the house as I go through, so I had to come back and change it later. But overall, the house is gorgeous. Now I'm going to add some lighting because I realized I forgot to do lighting for a good portion of the house. And also the pictures. Picking the pictures that I wanted for the house was difficult. There's a lot of artwork in The Sims. There is. But since I don't have all the expansion packs, which I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but I don't have all the great artwork to go with it. So finding something that I thought would work gave me a bit of a problem. But at the end of the day, I did find something that I liked, and I kept it. I don't know why I like that. It's just gorgeous. And the picture in the middle is so beautiful. And I added these magazines on the side, which is from Dine Out. I don't know. I like them, so I was like, I didn't care. I wanted the living area to look like it's, a home, have a very homey feel. So that's what I went for. And then I realized how empty the entrance area is. It's just an entrance hallway. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to add another chair and a bookshelf there just to give it a little something more. Realized the stairs didn't have rails, so I had to add that. Also, I added a bin outside. Here we go, walkthrough. Entrance area with the chair, the view outside, gorgeous. I love the view outside. Now up the stairs we go. I hate this camera, the way it moves. It's so slow. We're gonna go into the office and check everything out in there. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a nice view of the office. I love, love, love the garden outside. I swear, it's so gorgeous. All right, on to the bedroom. Look at that. Look at the view of the bay. Oh, I love the walkway. I love the color of the bedroom. I never actually did a full deep blue like that before, but I never used this bed. And I love canopy beds, so I was like, let me go for it. As you can see, the splash effects are still bigger than the fountain. Hopefully they'll have a patch for that and fix it, but not okay. See, there's trees going inside. Oh my god, look at the bathroom. It's so gorgeous. I love the black and white. And don't worry guys, I did fix the trees later in the build. The kitchen, gorgeous. I wanted to add mirrors behind the stove and the counters, but I forgot, so I had to go back and do that later because I wanted to reflect the outside as you're cooking. So it's cool. I love the living area. I love the purple, which is something that I never normally do. If y'all have watched my videos beforehand, you know I've never normally did anything like this. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna go look at the pool, or the view from the pool. And as you can see, you get a nice view of the bay. It's not as great as I would like it to be, but there's a lot of shrubbery around the bay, which is fine. The deck, gorgeous. Ooh. Looking at the walkway, it's actually pretty when it's lit. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys joining me again for another one of my Sims builds. I'll see you next time.